Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm gonna talk about constructors in Java. So first we need to create a Java project, file, new, click on Java project. And for the project name, just type in here constructors in Java and click on finish. So as you can see here, our Java project is now created. So now we need a main class for our project. So just click on this src folder here and then click on file, new, and then click on class. So for the class name, just type in here main, and for the package name, we need a reverse domain here. So just type in here com.yourname.project name, constructors in Java. Okay, and for the modifiers, choose public, and here make sure that you check this checkbox here that says public static void main method, and then click on finish. So as you can see here, our main class is now created. So now let me actually delete this comment here, and then now I want to actually create tiger objects. So in order to create a tiger object, I need a class called tiger in order to actually show me how I can actually create tiger objects. So just click on this package here and then click on file, new, and then click on class. Okay, and for the class name, just type in here tiger, and as you can see, it's gonna actually put this class inside of this package. Okay, and for the modifiers, choose public and click on finish. So as you can see here, our tiger class is now created. So now I want to actually specify the characteristics and the behaviors of my tiger objects. I want to actually create some instance variables here. So the data type of my instance variable is int, and the name of my instance variable is speed. And then I assign a value to my variable. And make sure that you actually put the private access modifier for your instance variables. Okay, and here I want to actually create a getter and a setter method for this instance variable. Okay, so the access modifier of my getter method is public, and the return type of my getter is int. The name of my getter is get speed. Okay, and then I need to put in a pair of round brackets after my method name, and then I need to open and close my method by using these curly braces, and then I return the value of the speed instance variable. So here I want to create a setter for my instance variable. You can actually create only a getter for your instance variables if you don't want to allow any other classes to change the value of your instance variables. Okay, for example, inside the main class, if I want to actually create an object from the tiger class, I just need to type in here tiger, and the name of my object is my tiger. I put in an assignment operator here, and then I use this keyword here, new, and then again I refer to the name of my class, and then I put in a pair of round brackets after my class name. Okay, and then I need to put in a semicolon at the end of my statement. So now I can actually access the value of my speed instance variable and then output that value to the console by using this getter method. Okay, so here I can just type in here system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses I just need to refer to the name of my object, my tiger dot get speed, and then I need to put in a semicolon at the end of my statement. So now if I run my project, as you can see, this value is the value of this speed instance variable. Okay, and as you can see, I didn't create a setter method for my speed instance variable, and I can only access that value in my main class inside the main method. Okay, I cannot change the value of my speed instance variable of this my tiger object. Okay, so here I want to actually create a setter method for this speed instance variable. So the access modifier of this instance variable is public. the return type of this method is void. This means that this method is going to return nothing. And the name of this method is set speed. And then I need to put in a pair of round brackets after my method name. And then I want to specify that this method is going to accept an argument. Okay, so the data type of my argument is int, and the name of my argument is value. And then I need to open and close my method by using these curly braces. And then I refer to the name of my speed instance variable. And then I put in an assignment operator here. And then I refer to the name of my argument value. Now I want to actually create a behavior for my tiger objects. For example, my tiger objects can fight. So the access modifier of this method is public. And the return type of this method is void. The name of this method is fight. And then I need to actually put in a pair of round brackets after my method name. And then I need to open and close my method by using these curly braces. So inside the method, I just need to type in system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I can just put in 2 double quotes, and inside the double quotes, I can just type in fight. Okay, and then I need to put in a semicolon at the end of my statement. And then inside the main class and inside the main method, I can just refer to the name of my object, my tiger.fight. And if I run my project, as you can see, this value is now outputted to the console. Okay, I want to actually talk about constructors in Java. Okay, so what is actually a constructor? Constructor is a block of code which runs when you use new keyword in order to instantiate an object. Okay, so as you can see here, we are actually using this new keyword in order to instantiate an object from this tiger class. Okay, it looks like a method. A constructor looks like a method. However, it is not a method. Methods have return type, but constructors don't have any return type. How to call a constructor? The constructor gets called when we create an object of a class. Okay, so as you can see here in this line of code, in line 8, we are creating an object from this tiger class. Okay, so here we are calling the constructor, actually the default constructor for our tiger class. Okay, so here we are creating an object from the tiger class, and we are calling the default constructor for a constructor constructs the values. For example, it provides data for the object. That is why it is known as constructor. So what are the rules for creating Java constructor? There are basically 2 rules defined for the constructor. The first one is constructor name must be same as its class name. Okay, and the second rule is constructor must have no explicit return type. Okay, so now inside the tiger class, I want to create a constructor for this class. So the first rule is that the constructor name must be the same as its class name. Okay, so the access modifier of my constructor is public. So it's better to always use the public access modifier for your constructors, because we want to use this constructor from outside of this tiger class. For example, inside the main class, I want to use this constructor. Okay, and the name of my constructor is tiger. And then I need to put in a pair of round brackets after my constructor name. And then I need to open and close my constructor by using these curly braces. So as you can see here, this constructor doesn't have any return type. So it is not a method. Okay, this is called constructor. Okay, so inside of this constructor, I can actually provide data for my tiger objects. Okay, so what are the types of Java constructors? There are 2 types of constructors. The default constructor, which has no argument at all, okay, which is called no argument constructor. And the second type of constructor in Java is called parameterized constructor. Okay, so the Java default constructor, a constructor that have no parameter, is known as the default constructor. Okay, so as you can see here, this is our default constructor. Okay, this type of constructor is called the default constructor. Okay.